You won this battle, Max. You broke up my family. I salute you.
God.
David, I didn't try to hurt you.
Men
Ever.
taking accountability for their actions.
But I won't let anyone
Never heard of
hurt
it.
Chloe.
Too late, isn't it? You just better be damn careful with her. Don't you wander off into the dark.
Like, God. Blaming everyone around him but himself. Like, it's a lot for me.
It looks like David finished his car repairs. Maybe there's some new clues around.
Okay, now we get to have the discourse. If I can find that letter. There we go.
There's more to David Madsen than meets the eye. He should finish this letter to Joyce.
Okay, Joyce, you know I'm not good at explaining myself or why I act the way I do sometimes. I only know that nobody has ever understood me the way you do. I would never do anything to hurt you or Chloe. Except hit her. Taking care of my family is my #1 mission. Yes, I overstepped bounds with the surveillance and suspicion, and I'm truly sorry and ashamed, but there are dark things happening in Arcadia Bay. I have never told you. You're my wife and partner, and I know we should have no secrets. I intended to tell you everything, but I wanted more proof. Instead, a student almost committed suicide on my watch. You kicked me out of my favorite home, and my stepdaughter hates me. Please let me... And he didn't finish this letter, okay? I thought that there was something here that had more of a direct connection, but I think maybe this was it, so it'll have to do. So we're just going to pause for a second. Okay, so, like, the comparisons between Max and David, not just with the surveillance stuff, but also with the, like, I inherently know what's best, and I'm not going to, like, let anyone in on my plans thing. Like, I'm not going to tell anyone what I'm doing. I'm not going to tell Chloe what I'm doing, because inherently I feel like I know best, and I know what's best for her, and I'm not going to tell Chloe, like, she's not telling Chloe about the time travel thing, and, like, David didn't tell Joyce about any of the stuff going on in Arcadia Bay for her own good, like, to try and protect her, essentially, and it's kind of like that same reasoning, which I think is interesting. And if you follow that, the whole, like, I wanted more proof thing, that also is a direct connection to Max. Not that I think that her saying that, they should gather more proof in terms of what happened with Kate, because obviously like, going to the police would be a bad idea, because, like, you know, they're not super great at believing survivors. Like, I don't think that's a bad decision. I think that the comparison between that, like, the whole, like, I was gonna tell you, but I wanted more proof, I think that's meant to be a direct link and connection to Max saying we should look for proof first. And also, if you bring it back to the whole surveillance thing, like themes of photography and surveillance, and Max being an observer, and David being an observer, I think it's just interesting. Obviously, I think their motivations are different, and, like, the way they go about things is still different from each other. But, like, if you think about, like, primarily, like, the general vibes of, like, I know what's best, even if Max isn't, like, maybe, like, consciously feeling that way, it seems more of, like, a subconscious thing, and I'm not gonna, like, share this stuff with, like, anyone else.
Should I have signed the petition? Blackwell sure isn't safe and private anymore.
Okay. Despite a rather heated discussion about the successful petition to block a campus surveillance system, I'm still interested in your feedback on other methods of improving Blackwell security. We must find a middle ground between safety and privacy for our students. Best Principal Wells. Well, having security on campus isn't going to make things safer. It just makes students more unsafe.
Surveillance cameras at Pan Estates? David must be working for the Prescotts, too. Should I have signed the petition? Oh, meow, Miss Grant. Twist that.
Oh my god, from Miss Grant to David Madsen. I didn't need a surveillance camera to see the suspension coming. Best of luck to you, Mrs. Grant. Listen, I don't always like her, but that was iconic. That was a fucking serve.
At least he has one weird
Oh
fan.
god, here we go. Dear Mr. Madsen, I just wanted to let you know that I think it's bullshit what happened to you, and the school has too many, I'm not saying that word, metrosexuals who don't appreciate you or the military. God, I feel like I'm being called out. I felt safe in my dorm when you were in charge, and I thought about you protecting me. I hope you will come back to Blackwell and make sure we are all safe at night. I'm scared of the school. Oh, God.
Wish I had surveillance footage of that conversation.
Yeah, and then Max saying, I wish I had surveillance footage of that conversation. Like, I feel like that's interesting. I apologize for my outburst yesterday in your office. I was upset about losing my position at Blackwell without a complete investigation of the facts and based solely on the claims of untrustworthy students. I feel like that's a dig at Max. There is a cancer at Blackwell Academy, and without me, it will continue to spread. Sincerely, Madison D. Oh, God, David. Okay.
Oh, jeez. David is packing up wedding stuff, too.
Who
Oh,
cares?
that makes me sad.
Good riddance.
It was so incredible to see William again. I wish Chloe could, too. What the hell did David do for Nathan? And what did his dad do for David?
Mr. Madsen, thank you for your help with Nathan. It is appreciated. Best, Sean Prescott. Yeah.
I wonder if David is going to the party.
That's definitely a weird thought. Yeah, the whole end of the world party thing is weird because, like, it's a school party, but it's also, like it's the Vortex Club is weird because it's, like, a school club, but they just, like, have parties and shit. And it's also implied that they're going to be drinking. Like, it's just a little weird. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Hang on, let me get my overlay back. Please let the door hit you on the way out, David. So true. God.
Oh, look at the baby blue jay eggs in the nest.
Okay, I think you can get a
I better move this plank if I want to take the shot. Excuse me. Just one picture, please.
So cute the way she says that. Excuse me, just one picture, please. I'm pretty sure I said this last episode, but Max talks to animals exactly the way I do.
Another photo from my Arcadia Bay wildlife series. Oh, thank you. Sleep tight, my eggy legs.
Okay. We gotta unlock this.
Whoa, that is a serious padlock on that locker. Hey, David, what you hiding?
Okay, if I remember correctly, the passcode for this is... Oh, I think it's 17... Fuck, I should have written it down. 17?
Shit.
No. Or is it 1771? Nope. Fuck, I should have written it down last time. It's like... It's like, or maybe it's 7171? There we go.
I knew
That's
that number
it.
would be important. Oh, maps, notes, coordinates, photos of Kate, Nathan. Oh, yes.
Yeah, so this is like coordinates for cars. Twin Twin Peaks is Chloe's license plate, so he's been following her. That's super healthy and normal and not at all insane. Pictures of the confrontation with Nathan and Warren, Max. Pictures of Max that are incredibly zoomed in, just like the ones with Kate. Yeah, once again, continuing themes of like taking a picture instead of intervening.
Score.
Like, fucking
Back to Chloe now.
super unhelpful, David. Is there anything else I want
It's
to look at down
amazing
here?
how much drama this living room has seen.
Yeah, literally. Just let me... Where are we at with photos? Okay, yeah. I think we're good. Oh, also I text from Warren. Oh, God. Okay, let's just start with this first. Hey man, I suck again. Sorry I got in your face today and took out my bullshit rage on my best friend. Yeah, see, she usually apologizes for stuff like this. I don't understand people who hate Chloe. Chloe, I understand. You're going through a lot. We all are. Besides, I threw your beanie out the window and busted out my rewind. Okay, that is your one give emoji jail free card. But we need to stock up on cigs, coffee, and candy for an all-nighter. We have to get into Rachel and Kate detective mode. That's excellent, dear Watson. I'll bring my thinking cap. No worries, I have a beanie. I'll swing by and pick you up. Sweet, I'll be ready. XOXO. And that was no emoji. God, I love them so much. Hey honey, I just got a weird text warning me that my nosy daughter better stop watching others and look out for herself. Is this some kind of school prank? And it's from a blocked number. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Some jackass in my class thought that would be funny to send. It's not. I don't like strangers having my number, okay? Me neither. Sorry. I'm just being a dad. I know this has been a tough week for you. It's almost over. I'll call you guys later. Love you. Juliet. Hey Max, I hope you're okay after everything. You might be busy, but feel free to call me anytime. Hey Juliet, are you busy? No time to be busy. You never text me. What's going down? Besides everything, I was just curious if you ever heard of a guy named Frank who lives in an RV around town. You mean a van down by the river? I heard he's a sketchy meth head. That's about it. Why, are you doing your own investigation without my help? No, just bored. Talk soon. Thanks. Okay, but you can't keep secrets from ace reporter Juliet Watson. Hello? God, Juliet. Yeah, she's just... Ugh. I really don't like her. Okay. But, Maxine, what the heck is going on with the weather up there? Are they doing military tests or something? You're right in the eye of the storm. No comment. I've kept Lisa alive through all of this, so we're still safe. As long as you're around. Blush. Now back to the books. Talk soon. XO Maxo. I love her little sign-off thing. That's so adorable. XO Maxo. So cringy but cute. Sorry, my phone was in my bag. Hey Justin, you busy? Max Wax, I'm busy blazing. What up? Do you know Frank Bowers? Drugs. That's it? Ask Nathan. He knows him, I think. Okay, I'm on it. Thanks, Justin. For what? God, he's so high. Okay. Kate. Max, how are you? I hope you can still visit me this week. I have some important things to talk about. Of course I'm still coming to visit you. You can't stop me. I miss you, and my bunny. We all miss you, and your bunny misses you. Yay, you're such a great friend. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you, XO Maxo. Okay. Oh boy. Here we go. B fucking minus. I got a B minus on my chem test. How did this happen? I don't know. Who is this? Ouch. Warren the Wounded. B minus. The B minus. It burns. I wish I could have helped you, but I thought you were blinded by science. In this case, yes, my folks will shit. Well, it's not my responsibility. Yo, Max, your friend Chloe texted me that I'm out of the loop now. She sounds hot, so I get why. Oh my god. Chloe actually texted you? I shouldn't have her number. Now I get why you didn't want to go ape with me. You should go with Chloe. See, he finally gives up and gives in. And then, oh god, and she doesn't, like, take the out, which really does frustrate me. She looks cool enough for you. I have a lot of cool friends, like you. See, like, that was an out, Max, and you could have taken it. I don't know why she didn't, like, ugh. Anyways. And mine. Oh, yes you do. Just my luck. And mine. Have to jet T2YL. I hope so. I mean, she probably means it in, like, a friendship way, but, like, she obviously knows that he's into her, so, like, she's just avoiding having that conversation, and it is kind of frustrating. Okay. I think we've seen everything there's to see down here. Was the graffiti still there?
My butterfly sketch doesn't exist in this timeline. Like,
oh, that's
boom.
right. So, because I didn't do it
Max
again,
the Time
so
Bandit
it's gone.
strikes again.
Alright, let's keep going.
Looks like David already booked a room.
Sucks to suck. I have, like, no sympathy. Healthy, normal, insane are all words I use to describe David. Sarcastic. Yeah, literally.
Yo, Chloe! Are you ready yet? I have to get back to my dorm.
Are we happy? Very happy. I hit the secret file jackpot. Kate, Nathan, and Rachel. Plus some location coordinates. David is like a one-man surveillance army. Now let's get the hell out of here before we get busted.
I mean, he did leave,
But I
so
absolutely
you don't have to worry
go
about
see
that.
Kate in the hospital right now. I want to find out how she's doing. This is definitely Kate's floor. Hospitals always freak me out. I hear you. But imagine
yeah, I
how
feel you,
Kate
Chloe. I don't
feels.
like hospitals either.
I'm so glad I
It's
get
the
to see her
neurodivergent
again.
solidarity,
I hope
baby.
it's not
I
too
don't
weird
think
for
any of
her.
us like
No,
hospitals.
she'll be stoked to see you. Who wouldn't be? This be it. I'm a little nervous. Just go in there and be your friend. I'll wait out here so you can chill by yourselves. I was a total dick for blowing a fuse when you
See,
answered
she
Kate's call the
admits
other
it and
day.
apologizes.
Good thing
which
you
is
ignored
good.
me. I had no idea what shit she was going through. And you saved her. Like me. I'm sorry. Thanks, Chloe. But don't be sorry. We're all on the same team. Team Max. Let Kate know
Team
we're gonna
Max.
string Nathan up by his balls then.
Oh,
yes.
they're so in love.
I'm
I
on it.
can't. Oh, good. Also, I love the way Chloe's sitting. Typical, I believe the word is dyke spreading. The phrase is dyke spreading. Gay sitting.
Max.
I can't really do it, like, naturally without shoes on. It
thought
doesn't
I'd never
feel
see
right.
you again.
And, like, I've got the combination
so
between, like, the urge
ridiculous.
to dyke spread and the urge
I'm
to, like,
so
sit like a
sorry.
pretzel because I'm
Listen
autistic.
to me.
So I usually just end up
You have
having
nothing to
my
be
knees,
sorry
like, back
about.
here, like this, and,
Other
like, throwing
people
my
do.
arm around and shit. And, like,
You do
what
not
is
know
that?
how
Like,
happy I am to see you. You look awesome. Is it a stupid question if I ask how you're doing?
Now that you're here, I'm doing even better. I'm so grateful to you for coming up to the roof to talk me down. Max, I felt so lost
real.
and alone.
Yeah, true.
When I saw how much you cared, how hard you were trying, you made
Sorry,
me
Kate's
realize
just
I
having, like, a
wasn't
very
alone.
emotional confession. I'm
Thank
over
you.
here, like,
Kate, there are so
making
many people who
jokes
love you and want to help
about
you.
being gay.
I know. You should see
If I
all
have
the
shoes on, I
letters and
dyke spread. If I don't have
postcards.
shoes on, I
I gave
autistic
most of the
pretzel.
flowers to other patients here because
Me
they
and
need
you
them
being
more
the
than me.
same fucking person.
keeping the
Once again,
balloons,
we're
though.
literally clones.
One of the nurses gave me some pen and paper so I could do some drawings.
I love your illustrations.
They got kind of dark there for a while. But I have an idea for a new children's book about bullying. I was thinking of having some photographs in there too.
I hope that's a subtle hint that you'll let me take the photographs for the book.
Was that subtle? You better take the pictures, Max. I'm going to be here for another day until my family comes out to visit.
How are they treating you?
Like they need to protect me forever. They're so upset, and I know they feel guilty even though they didn't do anything.
I
I was
mean, your
surprised how
mother
many
wasn't
students
exactly
from
being
Blackwell wrote
helpful.
me.
Or your
Daniel,
aunt.
Mr. Jefferson,
But
even Victoria wrote me a very sweet note. And I believe she was being real.
Me too. I'm glad you believe again, Kate.
I'm working on it, Max. I just pray I can get this drawing right.
she's so sweet. I really do love her. Time to snoop.
Oh, I love Kate's happy rainbow flock.
I think that's hot dog from. Wait, hang on. Let me minimize this. Oh, it's mustard from Hot Dog Man. Hot Dog Man is a thing that's like
Good to
lightly
see that Kate
referenced in
is
this
still working
game,
on her
and then
book
like
report.
also kind of lightly referenced in Before the Storm, but it really becomes like a thing TM in Life is Strange 2 with Daniel, because he's actually a kid that's like a main character in the
Principal Wells
story.
knows how to step
And
it
we don't
up when
really
he
have
wants
that in the
to.
other games. I mean, in True Colors, obviously, there's Ethan, but like Life is Strange 2 came before True Colors, so like, I mean, in like Life is Strange and Before the Storm, we don't really have any children, which is fine. The stories don't really need children. You know, it's funny because thinking about it, I feel like there's a lot in True Colors that feels like it kind of expands a bit off of Life is Strange 2, like themes of like the system being corrupt, and also I think maybe like I connect those two games in my brain a bit because they both have protagonists of color. But yeah, because like there are obviously themes of racism, but they're a bit more subtle and sort of like undertones in True Colors, and like also the having a small child who's involved in shit, and I don't know, they make me think of each other. I'm not exactly sure why. Anyways, dear Kate, I just want to express my deepest wish for a speedy recovery and that Blackwell Academy is united in prayers for your return. The students and faculty have organized a rally in your honor, and I've never seen such outpouring of academic and community support for any student in our history. I know my words may mean little given your circumstances, but it's important you know that we do care. If you need any assistance at all, please do not hesitate to ask. Sincerely, Principal Ray Wells. Yeah, he's all regretful now that, like, shit's happened.
That is so sweet. Even Victoria signed. But not Nathan. Victoria Chase might be Queen Bitch, but she's not evil.
Yeah, no one in this game is evil, TM. I think that's kind of the whole point. Like, human beings are flawed, and, like, shit's complicated, and people are a product of their circumstances, and also, like, society, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's one of the fundamental themes of this game, but also, like, I really, really don't like Victoria, and I really don't like Nathan. Like, I can sympathize with them, and, like, I pity Nathan. I do, but, like, I'm also really upset and like put off by him, and also like I think I was saying this the other day, like my sympathy and my empathy starts to wane when you're like hurting other people, particularly marginalized people. Like it's kind of annoying how men, particularly cis men, always seem to want us to have like endless empathy for them and their struggles and what they're going through when they don't have sympathy for us. And it's like it's exhausting the way we like often like women and other people of marginalized genders are often expected to like do the emotional labor of like caring about them and like worrying about them and our own safety and emotions and lives when they often don't do the same for us, because that's just the way it's expected to be, and it's fucking bullshit. Kate, I know you hate me, and you should, but I only want to see your smile again. Please let me know if you need anything exopic. Okay, is there anything else to look at here? Picture of Kate and her sister.
Thank you, sisters. You really saved Kate.
I mean, you saved Kate, arguably. Like, no one else did anything.
Those are nice flowers. And from Taylor? Wow, props to her. If this gets Kate through the night, so be it.
To be fair, if I got get well balloons after I tried to
I
kill
don't
myself,
think
I
get
would
well
be
is
very...
quite apropos.
I would be very not happy without that. I would be very upset. Because, like, I did have a suicide attempt. I did end up in the hospital. And, like, if someone had given me, like, a fucking get well balloon or get well card, I would have been so angry. I would have just lost my shit. But, whatever. Also, I don't know if they would have given her a pen. Because, like, when I was in the psych ward for a week, we didn't even have forks. Like, we basically had to eat everything with spoons. And I remember, like, trying to cut my fucking lasagna with, like, the side of a plastic spoon. I don't know. Maybe. It's hard to say. Because, like, I never asked for a pen or a pencil, so I don't know, but maybe they would.
Kate, it is so good to hang out with you again.
Wait, hang on, sorry. Hang on, I need to pull up Twitch overlay again. I need to, like, minimize it when I read shit, and then,
I owe
like,
you so
unminimize
much.
it when I...
And I can tell you want to talk to me
it,
about
yeah.
something.
I always want to talk to you.
We missed our tea session this week.
That was so not cool. We need to plan, like, a tea shop tour of Portland.
Oh, yes. And you could bring Warren along, too.
No. No boys allowed.
No boys allowed.
You are funny, Max. And right.
I don't know if she means that in, like, maybe low-key lesbian way, or, like, a dating and sex is bad kind of way. But either way, I'll take it. No boys
I saw
allowed.
Victoria's letter. How does that make you feel?
Max, I know Victoria can be, not nice, but I do believe in forgiveness and redemption. I might be naive, but I feel her struggle.
Me too. I could have taken a picture of her covered in paint, but I didn't, and we had a genuine moment.
We all have our moments. Why do you think she acts so mean?
Oh, she's insecure.
She's insecure. If you're comfortable with yourself, you don't need to act superior.
Victoria doesn't look like she has much to be insecure about.
If anybody could make Victoria see the light, it would be Kate Marsh.
Yeah, it's true, but even
No,
sometimes people who
I
don't...
think it will take more than that, Max.
Even people who seem to have everything are often insecure. It's society, man.
I want you to know I'm this close to getting all the info I need about Nathan.
Nathan Prescott has to pay for what he did. And we have to stop him from hurting anybody else.
Well, I did get his ass suspended, so that might be a start.
You did? Oh, right on, Max. I love how fearless you are. So what is going on with him now?
I think his family is totally protecting him. Or worse.
Protecting is one word
I never
for it.
say this about people. But Max, there's something evil about the Prescotts. They have something to do with death.
We're going to stop him.
Capitalism and
I just have to
colonialism
find
and
Nathan's room number,
patriarchy.
get inside,
They're connected
and get
to all
the
those
clues I
power
need.
structures.
Max, please let me help. I can get the number, and I'll text it to you, okay?
Of course, Kate. I can't do this without you.
Now it's time for Nathan to watch out for us.
I have to get
I
back to
love
our
Kate, like,
mission.
Getting all, like,
You don't know how much it
low-key
means to see you
badass
again.
and motivated and
I do.
shit. Like, we're gonna take
That's
them
why
down.
I love you,
like,
Max.
Oh, it's
Thanks
so
for taking
good.
care of my bunny.
I love these later
Tell
episodes.
Alice
I
I'll
love
see her
Max
soon.
in, like, destroy mode. It feels like she's very much gearing up to sacrifice Arcadia Bay. Like, I don't agree. Like, I don't love the idea of sacrificing some of these people in the town, like Kate. I don't know, I think it's implied that some people survive the storm. I mean, like, Steph survives the storm, and so does Mikey. That's confirmed in wavelengths, so I think Kate might survive the storm. I think I need to look into that. So, yeah. But respectfully, I'm not sacrificing Chloe to save the so-called greater good.
Well, how is she?
She's still Kate Marsh. Thank God.
I really like that
I'm
shirt
glad we came to see
that
her.
Max has on.
Thanks for coming with me.
Now let's go pay a visit to Nathan Prescott. That little prick is not going to be glad when he sees us.
I don't know if I have like a Life is Strange type themed outfit for the stream I'm gonna do for episode 5. I'm gonna have to figure something out. Let's assume the people we like survive. Why not? Headcanon says it so. Exactly. I can headcanon anything. I am correct because I am correct. Media is what you make it. Personally, the funniest parts about the
Hey,
Life is Strange
Max.
fandom
How
is
you
how
doing?
annoyed
Oh, hi,
people
Mr.
get when you
Jefferson.
choose the less moral
I'm
options.
okay.
Like, it's literally just a game.
And this-
Yeah, literally. Also, like, I would argue, and like, Game Assist would also argue that politically speaking, some of those less moral options are the right thing to do politically. But like, I'm not going to be all judgy if people make other choices. Like lots of people who sacrifice Chloe rather than sacrifice Arcadia Bay have a tendency to be very like morally like uppity about it and like kind of like acting all superior, and it's like, calm down. Like, it's annoying.
This is my friend Chloe.
Yeah,
Chloe.
I'm always
Why isn't
recommending the
somebody as
fuck
cool
out of
as
a
you
video
going to
essay,
Blackwell?
I was way too cool for this school. It's a
but
long story.
hang
An
on.
actual fight.
Game Assist, The Price of Life. The Price of Life, Gender, Disability, and Agency in Life is Strange. Please watch it. It's an excellent video essay. Also, this scene is really interesting regarding what I was talking about last episode with like Chloe potentially being a lesbian and comphet and stuff. And like Jefferson literally says to Chloe, I think the first thing he says to her is, "Chloe, why isn't someone as cool as you going to Blackwell?" And like, I don't know if you remember when I talked about like I had this thing where like this one teacher, this male teacher, gave me a lot of attention and validation and compliments and actually treated me like a person at a time when I felt like I wasn't really getting that from a lot of people, particularly a lot of teachers. I felt really shitty about myself, and like for the longest time I thought I had a crush on him, but it was really just admiring and respecting him and like feeling admired and respected and liking that feeling. The same thing goes with the heist in Life is Strange 2 and like almost every Life is Strange 2 ending. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna get into some discourse in August. When we play Life is Strange 2, we're gonna get into some juicy discourse. But I have thoughts on the heist and the way it's structured and like set up in general. Like, boy, I have thoughts. I have thoughts about Finn in general and the way that whole thing is set up. I have thoughts about the heist. I have thoughts about all of that. The juicy discourse that we're gonna get into in August. But games are a great way to walk in someone else's shoes and see how making choices you personally may not make feels like. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And like, it's funny how everyone treats Blood Brothers as like the bad ending of Life is Strange 2 when like I don't know what you're talking about. Like they're both fucking alive. Like everything's fine. Like sure, yeah, they're criminals now. Who gives a shit? Like no one's dying. Like they're safe and they're together and like neither of them are in jail. Like sure, yeah, they're traumatized, but they're going to be traumatized no matter what you do. Like, and that's not my fault. That's like the police's fault and the system's fault. Like, Blood Brothers is one of my favorite endings by far. Yeah, that is my only ending. Like that is my only ending of that game. Like I can make my peace kind of with parting ways, except like Daniel jumping out of the car and Sean not going back for him doesn't make any sense to me. But, like, I can make my peace with it just because Sean's not, like, in jail or dead. Sorry, wow, massive spoilers for Life is Strange 2. I just realized I didn't, like, give, like, a warning for that. If anyone's, like, watching this now and, like, has not played Life is Strange 2, sorry, I just massively fucked you over. I should have warned you for that ahead of time, but, like, hopefully you can forgive me. But respectfully, like, if you haven't played the game by now, it's kind of on you. Like, it's been out for years, and it barely costs anything, so, especially compared to the other games, so, like, what are you doing? But granted, it is pretty traumatizing, and especially, like, if you are a racialized person of color, I can imagine how, like, parts of that game would be really triggering, so, like, I understand if you don't want to play it for that reason, but oops, yeah, oops, indeed. Oopsie daisies. So I'm not going to give away any spoilers anymore, but, like, basically, yeah, people are judgmental, and I don't like it. Anyways, let's get back into this.
Here.
I can imagine. Max,
There's
are you
just
sure that
text
you're all
all
right?
across the screen now. I'm
It's
gonna have
weird
to, like,
just
reboot
being on
this.
campus, like
Shit. Come on. Don't do this to
everything's
me.
normal.
I know, lame as it sounds, life has to go on.
I think there's too much going on in my life.
On that note, Blackwell duty calls. Remember, I'm going to announce the winner of the Everyday Heroes contest tonight at the party, so I hope you'll be there to celebrate, even though I'm sorry you didn't enter a photo. I understand your reasons. You can't force an artist to work.
I feel like a total loser, but it's been a hard week to focus. No pun intended.
I'm proud of you for caring so much about a troubled friend, and I take hope in the fact that you have plenty of time to find your way. Just get in the habit of putting your work out there.
Thanks, Mr. Jefferson. I'll definitely be there tonight.
Me too. I'll be Max's date. You better dance with us at least once.
Nobody should have to see me dance. Plus, you don't want to watch the old hipster trying to keep up with the kids. I have some pride. Be seeing you.
Yes, you will. Hot for teacher.
Gross! You're out of control.
Not yet. Just wait until the rager tonight.
Shut up.
Don't be jealous
Max's
because Mark
reaction
Jefferson
is,
thinks
like,
I'm cool.
anytime
I am
anyone
so
expresses
ignoring
any,
you.
like,
Fine.
attraction to men, I'm just
Since
like,
I'm here,
ew.
I'll see if I can get some dirt from Justin. Haven't talked to him in a while.
Now that is a great plan. Let's see if I can find out where Nathan is.
Okay, yeah, in this conversation, that she can have, hang on, I completely forgot that she can sprint.
Justin,
Let's
it's been
figure
so
this out.
long
This
since I've
conversation
seen
that she
you.
can have with Samuel is really interesting. It continues with the parallels between her and David.
another batch of
Let's just hope I can find the
How are
right
you doing, Max?
options.
Been a tough week. I know.
Yes, it has, Samuel. How are you?
Sad and confused like everybody else in Arcadia Bay. You look like you have a lot of questions, too.
Okay, I think...
More questions than answers.
Samuel is always here to talk.
David?
Do you ever talk with David Madsen?
He talks to me. I listen.
That's how David operates.
Literally,
He sees
yeah.
things, not people.
He sees things,
But
not people. That's
I
interesting.
think he sees you, Max.
Wishes.
He wishes he could.
Mr. Madsen has all the surveillance in the world, but he's still blind.
I think you have better vision than both of us.
No, Max. I just look at everything from a different angle.
Wait, no, I think I fucked that up. I need to rewind. Oh, it's not letting me. I
Have
needed
you
to
seen
pick the
Nathan
other
Prescott
dialogue
around?
option. Okay,
That
I'll
would be
do this
hard
first and
since
then
he was suspended.
He deserved it. And more.
Samuel tries not to judge people, but Nathan shouldn't be here.
Yeah,
Maybe he's supposed to be here,
he shouldn't be
What
here.
do you really
Like,
know about him?
He needs
Not
help,
enough to
not
help
the help
you,
he's
Max.
currently getting, and, like,
I
he needs to be
truly
away
wish
from
I
his
could.
fucked up family, and, like,
I see what
he
you're
doesn't
doing.
deserve to go to an institute. To be fair, private schools shouldn't exist in general. Like, that's my take. But he doesn't deserve, like, prestige or fame or, like, fortune or whatever the fuck, like, you're gonna get from Blackwell or, like, any of this stuff. Like, because those aren't rights. Those are privileges. And, like, he's just being an asshole.
I actually just talked to Kate Marsh in the hospital. She's doing so much better.
Okay.
Because of you, Max. That was quite a rescue.
I don't think it was destiny.
Samuel, you're the eyes of Blackwell. Did you know Kate was being bullied?
Most everyone makes fun of me. But Samuel warned them about Kate. I hate bullies, Max.
I believe you.
Kate just needed some more helpful spirits like her friend Max. I hope she finds them now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It sucks that you can't rewind.
I definitely have questions about what's happening to the animals in Arcadia Bay.
Oh, many do. These poor
because like if
creatures
you
have
pick
no
the other
choice
dialogue
in what happens
options,
to
like
them.
why, I think it is, instead of
Well, I'm glad to see your squirrels are still healthy
instead
and
of she
happy on the
wishes,
campus.
Me
then
too.
Samuel makes a direct comparison
If
between
something
her and
happened
Max.
to them,
Sorry, him and Max, David and Max.
Not as long as you're here to take care of them, Samuel.
I wish I could get
the
that
only thing that calms them is food. Lots of food.
Me too.
Which
The squirrels and
reminds
I
me
have that in common.
that I have to feed them now.
Okay, and I gotta get a photo here too. So. Squizzle! It's a little squizzle.
Now, who can I ask?
Me mad. Climate change isn't real my ass.
I think everything is changing here.
Get that food in your belly.
As Michelle Grant,
It's a
I'm
squizzle.
very worried.
Arcadia Bay is scared too. Look at the weather. And
Look
the
at those
animals.
Not to
squizzles! Oh, I
mention
think I have to
Arcade
move a
Marsh.
little. There we go.
We all need to look out for each
The
other these
squizzles,
days.
they're so cute. I started calling squirrels squizzles because Sarah from Game Assist does, and now like that phrase has gone stuck in my brain. Because like in typical autistic fashion, if like you hear someone use a word a lot or like a phrase a lot, then it becomes a part of your vocabulary. Because we're just human sponges; they're sucking up things from other people constantly. Okay, we can rewind. Good, 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 good. Okay, the photo should stay in my inventory even if I rewind. Can you please, like, hurry the fuck up? Please? Thank you. There we go.
I had to clear away
Let's see if I can
another
find out
batch.
where Nathan is.
How are you doing, Max? Been a tough week. I know.
Yes, it has, Samuel. How are you?
Sad and confused like everybody else in Arcadia Bay. You look like you have a lot of questions, too.
More questions than answers.
Samuel is always here to talk.
Okay, now I gotta do
Do
this
you
again. Sorry.
ever talk with David Madsen?
He talks to me. I listen.
That's how David operates.
Mm-hmm.
He sees things, not people. But I think he sees you, Max.
Why?
Why do you say that?
Because you both
There we go.
see with cameras.
I think you have better vision than both of us.
No, Max. I
Because
just
you
look
both
at
see with
everything from
cameras. Yeah, it's that same, like,
a different angle.
comparison between, like, surveillance and photography and, like, drawing that parallel between Max and David and shit. Okay. I'm gonna put my overlay back up. Sorry. Oh, I think I need to wipe it because we're getting too full.
I still have a million questions about what's happening to Arcadia Bay.
That must be why Miss Gant says you're one of her favorite students at Blackwell.
Even though Miss Grant likes me, I have zero science skills to explain that eclipse.
As I was just saying to her, that's because science has no explanation. Well, no offense to Miss Grant here, but this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
Beginning of what?
Oh, I don't believe anything ever ends, especially time. That's why I can sense something bigger is coming to Arcadia Bay.
And, like, the
And
fact that
Max?
he's low-key, like,
I don't like it at
implied to
all.
have these like mystical powers of like foresight and shit, and he
I
knows
keep
things that
thinking
other
that
people
Rachel
don't,
Amber has a
is
few
like
answers,
weird.
if we can find her.
Like, I would hate
If
it
Rachel
less
wants to
if
be found,
it isn't implied to be like connected to like indigenous like cultural stuff and imagery that's like put in this game without any indigenous characters. Like, his mysticism is like heavily tied to like native shit when like he in certain dialogue options he talks about like spirit animals and stuff, and like it's just it's a yikes. It's a bit of a yikes. Anyways, where is
That's
she?
the real secret. Where is she?
if anybody knows, it will be you. My dreams tell me that.
But
Max, all I can tell you is to stay on your path and you'll find what you're looking for. Rachel Amber is waiting too.
Okay.
I'd rather be in her class than the Vortex Club.
Yes, you would. Rachel saw right through them.
She's not the only one.
Nobody should be trapped in the Vortex Club. Get out now, Max, while time is on your side.
Alright, let's see.
I'm sorry. I better get going now.
Sad.
Makes me mad.
Alright.
Climate change.
I should still have that photo, right? Yes. Good.
Changes in real my
Okay.
ass.
Let's talk to this Grant. Just need to get my Twitch chat overlay back up.
I think everything is changing here.
As a scientist,
Hi, Miss Grant.
Max, you always show up when I'm talking about you. I'm still bragging about you and the other students making Blackwell surveillance free.
I was hoping you could explain some of these crazy things happening in Arcadia Bay.
If I could, I'd be collecting my Nobel Prize in Science today. I haven't been able to wrap my mind around that eclipse, much less the snow in Wales.
This might be
I
beyond science.
think this is beyond science.
Nothing is beyond science except for our lack of knowledge. We may never know why, but that doesn't change reality.
I am worried about reality.
I mean,
I feel like it's changing right in front of us.
You and Samuel both. We were
like,
talking about that before you came over.
science isn't everything.
Our
Like,
planet is
hot take.
changing,
Like,
but it's not mystic. It's erosion.
like, I'm not someone who necessarily believes in, like, spiritual stuff a lot, but, like, listening to different perspectives on that stuff, I've realized a few things, and that is, like, the whole belief in science above all else, and the idea that science is, like, infallible and always correct is heavily colonial and heavily Western, and the idea that, like, you inherently know what's best, like, it's that whole thing. And you're inherently more cultured and civilized because you have the knowledge of science as opposed to those like primitive indigenous people with their mysticisms and yada yada yada. Like, I'm not trying to say that, but like, I don't know if I entirely believe in like magic or whatever, or like God or a higher power or whatever, but like, I'm not ruling it out either. I'm not claiming that I know inherently what's going on, like, because does anyone really? I mean, like, I don't think so, but where am I going with this? Yeah, science was created by people, and people make mistakes. Like, and science as we know it, like today, like psychiatry being a part of science, like I talk about this a lot, is very like biased. Like, it's inherently based on the perspectives usually of like white cis men, because those are the people who have usually been in control of science. And like, when you have bias like that, you make mistakes. So like, nothing is infallible or like all-knowing or whatever. And like, I don't know, some people say that magic is just science that we haven't figured out yet. Maybe that's true, maybe it's not, I don't know. I'm inclined to skepticism, but I don't want to like completely dismiss other people's beliefs or theories, and I don't want to like pretend like I inherently know what's best, or like I inherently know what's right and what's wrong and what's going on, because like I don't necessarily always. And like, I think the inherent idea that like logic and like knowledge and shit is like inherently always like infallible and like right and like use facts and reason to understand everything and blah blah blah. It's like it is a bit colonial and it's a bit yikes. So anyways, dying
You
animals.
think that's why all these animals are dying here?
Well, our shoreline has been receding, not to mention the daily contamination of the ocean. That's all you need to kill off sea and
So it could
wildlife
be
here.
both. Hot
Unless
take.
you know
like,
something I don't.
It doesn't necessarily have to just be like, oh, it's just climate change or oh, something mystic is going on. Like weird mystical shit could be happening. Like Max already has time travel powers in regards to like what's going on. It could be a prophecy. It could be something beyond science or whatever, and it could also be climate change. It could be like those two things working together. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be one or the other. I don't want to mention the Tabanga because she's probably going to say some racist, questionable, anti-indigenous
What
shit.
about
So
wormholes and chaos theory? Like time travel stuff.
The only wormholes in Arcadia Bay are underground. And chaos theory is just that. But if this is about time travel, sign me up.
Would you really change time?
Not after reading that Bradbury story, A Sound of Thunder. I won't give it away, but it involves dinosaurs and butterflies.
do not
Time
know
is
that
like
book.
a thread, Max.
Do not want to read it.
One
because
tug and it all
reading
can
is already
unravel.
hard enough for me, and nonfiction is even harder. And if it's not politically relevant to my interests, I'm not reading it.
I was looking for Nathan Prescott, and I thought he might be in your class.
Mr. Prescott has no class at all after his suspension. I didn't think you were friends.
Hell no.
Hell no. Sorry, Miss Grant.
You're an adult. You can swear, damn it. And I'm glad you did.
So you haven't seen Nathan at all?
Let's just say I try not to, Max. But I did catch him storming off campus. After what happened this week, I hope you don't see him either. You're not the best student here, but you might be the wisest.
Damn, okay. Well,
I don't think surveillance would have helped Kate Marsh.
being honest
Who
is
needs
good, I guess.
surveillance when we have Maxine Caulfield?
That's also
You did a wonderful
thing.
thing.
It's like take a shot
And now
every
we
time
have
they
to make sure
the
Kate gets the help she
like,
needs.
connection.
Do you need to talk to a counselor?
Well, I'm glad she asked that. Like, honestly, everyone
Blackwell
here needs
Academy
therapy.
needs the help.
I mean,
There's
yes, you do
something
need to talk to a
terrible going
counselor,
on
but like
here.
everyone needs to talk to a
You
counselor.
see it,
Everyone
right?
needs therapy.
This
at
week
damn
hasn't been
school.
Blackwell's finest hour. But me and some faculty members won't rest until all the students here feel safe, not bullied.
Kate was drugged at the Vortex Club party and bullied by them until she ended up on the roof. How do you stop that?
Shut down that damn Vortex Club for a start.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't mean to get riled up, but that party should have been postponed. It's extremely tasteless given what happened with Kate.
Yeah. Also, like Principal Wells
why
isn't
doesn't
doing
Principal
enough
Wells stop
to
the party?
stop this.
To be honest, he doesn't seem to care about what's going on here.
Yeah.
Raymond Wells has saved this school from financial disaster, and he cares more than you know. You're wise, but don't be so quick to judge everybody.
Okay, I hate
You're
that. I
right.
hate like
I just wish this
hate
could be the
people who,
school that
like-
I dreamed about before I came here.
want
I
to
hear
be
you,
like
Max.
honest and
I love
like
seeing you and Warren
vocalize
and all
their
my students
opinions,
at
but
your
then
best
can't
here.
handle it when you do the same. It's
You're
like,
all
oh,
too
I'm
young
allowed
to be so cynical.
like critical, but
You truly
you
give me
aren't.
hope.
It's like,
I'm sorry, Miss Grant. I have
and
to
like,
get going.
even if Principal Wells
I'll
has
see you
saved the
later.
school from
It's
financial
always good
disaster,
talking to
like,
you, Max.
it doesn't really
Nathan is
matter
not
if
around.
everything else is going to
should go back
shit.
to
Like, it
Chloe.
doesn't really matter if
Faye
the
is scared
students
too.
are suffering and
Look
like
at
the
the
campus
weather.
isn't accessible
And
and
the
like
animals.
Not
you're
to mention
failing
poor
these
Kate
students.
Marsh.
Like, it's
We
just
all need to look out for each other these days.
It's a yikes, it's a yikes,
I hope
yikes,
Max
yikes,
isn't
yikes,
pissed that
yikes.
Warren asked me
Right,
to the
usually I don't
drive-in.
talk to Brooke because
Hey, Brooke.
I value
how
my
are you?
mental health.
I'm
but-
here as usual. By the way, thanks for helping Kate down. Are you okay?
Nathan?
I need to find Nathan. Have you seen him around?
I was distracted by Warren asking me out to the drive-in.
Nathan
Good.
was suspended, but
Go with him. I
he
don't
should
care.
still be on campus.
I did see him this morning heading off campus. He looked more angry than usual. I wouldn't look for him now if I were you.
I might feel better taking your drone for a quick flight.
Miss Grant caved and let me fly her again. So take a spin. I have to see what time I'm going to the drive-in with Warren on Saturday.
Oh my god. She keeps breaking it up like,
That
Brooke,
sounds
I
fun.
do not care. You can
It'll be
have
good
him.
for
It's
you and Warren
fine.
to take a road trip after this week. Warren got a new car. Or an old new car. So I'm all about a serious road trip out of here after this week.
You're not actually controlling this thing, right? It's moving on its own. Yeah. You can see Chloe. Hi, Chloe. The way she hovers on Chloe like that. Emotions. Okay, thank you for the space to, like, get out of it.
Thanks.
Oh boy. Oh, Brooke. Brooke. Anyways. Maybe
One
take that
photo.
serious road trip right
For
now.
posterity.
Yeah, seriously, like, get out of town. Because I'm turning this place to fucking rebel. Like, sorry, but rip. Alright. Chloe. I love how Justin and Chloe's friendship
Coast is
remains
clear.
consistent.
It would be so cool if you and me were going to school here together.
But now you can have Mr. Jefferson all to yourself.
Ah, you suck. Now let's get into Blackwell Ninja mode.
God.
It's so lame they don't have co-ed dorms here.
Yes, because I want Nathan Prescott in the room next door.
Yeah,
Good point.
literally. I
Wait
mean,
here.
they should just have
Give
locks
me
on
the
their
signal if
doors.
Nathan
Like,
or anybody shows up.
I won't let you down, Batmax.
Now I just have to find Nathan's room.
anyone can steal your shit anywhere. Like,
Who needs a dorm map anyway? At least I can see that Nathan isn't in room 106 or 108.
oh my god. I can't read most of this. Did she just call her Mad Max? Yeah, she calls her Mad Max a lot. Also, like, Mad Max, I think, is one of her aliases online. Knowledge is good, said no one ever. I don't know what that is. I think it might be Latin. No homo, of course. Huge penis, blow me. Dormadoom. Gaynel da Costa. That's so witty, honestly. Heading out for the night, unfortunately. Had a blast as always. Can't wait for the next one. Oh, thanks, Rory. Hope you have a good night. Next one's probably going to be on Friday, and that's episode 5, the final one. Can't read that. Oh, I could just do this. No, that's not helpful. I don't know what that says. Hello, here is what is going on. Here, oh, nothing. Principal Wells. We're just fucking around with your fuck shit school. Okay, thanks, bye. Oh, that's funny. Dorma Doom, I read that already. Samuel equals Dexter. That feels low-key ableist. Indiana Jones. Alyssa Day and Night. Principal Wells is drunk right now. Yeah, probably. What else does this say? Did we read everything? Racist pig. I wonder who wrote that and what it wasn't a reference to. Anyways,
Evan. Of course. That's why no shits were given. Evan rules.
I feel like I was saying something before, and then I forgot. I don't remember. Oh yeah, they should have, like, locks on their doors so people can't
Apparently
steal
Logan
shit, as
missed
well
this
as, like, for
poster.
safety reasons. Like, because that should solve the issue of, like, co-ed dorms. And, like,
Who would
not
steal
have
cat
fucking
pics?
co-ed, like, or not have, like, public, like, communal showers, because that's just gross. Reward. On September 15th, my backpack with all my school books and my new tablet was taken from the cafeteria. I don't care about the school books, but my tablet has a large picture file of my late cats, RIP, so I will pay a cash reward. No question asked. Please, these cats were my best friends. The cat pic saga continues. Ugh.
They have one more meeting left.
Gamer guys. That's like... I feel like the Geek Girls meeting might have been formed in response to that.